All right, welcome back. So we're starting our day 12. I had already marked it. We're gonna show off and we're gonna go to the top of the board here and finish up in Stormhold. And gonna push this way out of the way. We're gonna use this, since we went up north, we'll use the ice side. How's that sound? And then we gotta set up a clash. Page 35. All right, I'll let you read the text in the brown there. Go ahead and pause. And as you can see, or was able to see, they're asking us to set this up like so. Entrance over here. I'm gonna put the Breton in the back. Oh, see, look at how slippery those chips are. They just slid right off with the slightest elevation. And then we'll put our summoner. And we'll do it more like this. And then we'll get our archer right up front. And our Nord, who is 1 health point short, right there. And so they're all going to have 4 extra health points and 1 extra defense die, because we're on adept difficulty. So they're going to get 1 extra defense. And then we get 2 experience points for this, and we're at 16 experience, so 16 times 4 is that's 64, isn't it? Yeah. 16 times 3 is 48, and then 58, 60, 64. So we got to get 64 points worth of baddies. So we got 20, 40, 60, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so I'll stack them up like this. We'll reveal them one at a time. And it is also showing we have one of these, one of those, and one of those. Okay, person number 1, 4 combat dice. Whew. So 8 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And remember, it's 8 because they're getting the 4 bonus. And that one starts here. Then this one has 10 health. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this bad boy starts up here. All right, the next one. We're gonna need all this health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 10. And it goes here. This one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. These little level 1s are going to be annoying because they get 4 extra health. It goes there. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. goes there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's not enough health chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm going to use white chips. 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one goes there. So, this is insanity. That's a mountain of health I need to kill. And they all have 1 extra defense on top of it. This is absolute insanity. Okay. So, I guess the archer's going to go first. Well, I can have the Nord go first. I'm not sure. I can even have the Breton go first. No. So I'm just looking at the situation. This one has 3 defense, which now becomes 4. This guy is going to be a real problem. This is a level 20 with only 1 defense, so it's doable, but has a big attack. That one up there has a crap ton of health, but lower defense. But it's still a defense of 2, which is now a 3. And then the key words on this, like this one has steel. This one has Bane. The Bane is horrible, but the good news is it really doesn't attack. All it does is just give a Bane to somebody. So we could, use our skills to keep removing that status. The Mud Crab has Stalwart, which I forgot last time, but this time around I got to remember, it can only take 1 damage a round. The Argonian Bandit is not a threat. I don't know what Shatter is, or Chilblain. So let me look. Chilblain, after this unit is engaged by an adventurer who's not using a weapon, that adventurer gains light fatigue equal to, and it shows, it's going to get 4 the number of players. It's 4 light fatigue. Jeez Louise. Then what's Shatter? Other than a Rolling Stone song. Each turn, the first time this unit is engaged by an adventurer who's not overtaxing a weapon, that adventurer must discard a weapon from a ready slot after the engage. Whew. Discard it. That's gone forever. And is that also if you're shooting from the range? Or you just attack it without a weapon? So the Nord needs to stay away from that guy, because the Nord's the one that has all the weapons. This is Maim, which is horrible. Native, which is can be bad. The Colossal and Elusive deploys with additional hit point equal to the total number of combat skill dice trained by adventurers. Jesus. So, combat skill dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 5, 6, 7. So it has that many more hit points because it's colossal. And then elusive. The only way you can deal damage to him is to be adjacent to him at the start of his turn. He eludes all damage, including range damage and true damage. All right, so those level 20s are going to be a bear. All right, so if I have the Nord go first, I think I can go up and attack the Bane guy, chip away at him, and then I'm going to have the Archer go, or I'm sorry, then, yeah. Boy, this is going to be... Well, the good news is these guys are level 1, so I can use my my speech dice, and I can probably get them to join my side and at least cause some chaos. And it would be nice to get the stalwart one to join my side, because he can only take one hit at a time. Oh, they're only going to join my side for one turn, though. All right, we're going to have the Nord go first. So Nord is going to go 1, 2. I could go 3. Sure, I'm going to go 3, and then we're going to luck pick. All right, so here we go. 2, 4, 6, and you can see that's a 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to roll again. And there's a 3, 4, 3. So I'll take the 3 and the 4. And there's the 5. So I rolled perfect. Glyph of Transmutation. The enchanted item may be discarded any time to draw the top 5 cards from the legendary deck. Choose 1 to keep. Then discard the rest along with this. So you can enchant a legendary item with this. I don't... These items are just shit. I can tell you, though, I want to use this one. Remember, you lose these at the end of the first session. So you got to use them or lose them. This one allows us that anytime we would expend a potion, they return to our pack unexpended. And so basically we can use all our potions during this battle, and it won't go into discard. Well, expend is not discard. It won't be empty. It means I can use it again. So I could use it twice. Okay. So we're going to get to where we are. I have 3... Yeah, I'm going to attack the Bane guy. I probably should attack this one, but he has a defense of 4. It's pretty difficult to attack him. So I'm going to roll 1, 2. See, I got all these new dice, and I don't know what they do. That's what I'm trying to read, folks. I'm sorry. I got the shield charge. Heroic slash. I'm going to roll these 3 dice. Oh boy. 2 tenacity and 1 damage, which he blocks. And then it turns into a shield for me. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But I am going to use my tenacity now. I'm up to 5. So I'm going to use all 5 tenacity to do Oathbearer's Charge. And then I'm going to discard this item to do 10 damage. I have to discard 2 items, in fact. So, so here's my other item. And I'm going to do 10 damage to an adjacent enemy. And this one has a shield of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead. All that for a level 1. But man, oh man, I at least got somebody off the board. And I can engage again, right? I just have to take a light fatigue. The problem is I'm up against a 4 defense guy, and I don't know how to bash through that. But I am going to do it. I'm going to take another fatigue. I'm going to roll all 3 of my other dice. See what I can come up with. Okay, so this is a level 4. This is a level 1. That's a level 3. So this will hit for 2 damage. This one, I got to get out my sheet. That is exhaust any number of shield discipline dice from your active slots and deal 3 damage. So this is the only, well, this is active. And so is this one, although we don't get to count that damage, but this is 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. And then this is, after this engage, remove all shield discipline dice from your cooldown track and active slots. Declare a target and roll the shield discipline dice as a free engage. Imply results of normal. All right, so anyways, so that's 8 damage, and this is going to let me get to go again. So this guy has 4 defense. So, but 1, 2, 3, 4 of his health is gone, which is good because he got that 4 just from the mission. And then it's telling me that I can re-roll all of these dice, the shield discipline, which includes this one and this one. Nope, not that one. But I have 3 of those. So I'm going to roll all 3 of these and attack again. Now, I think I'm going to use my once per mission now because I need to kill things. Like, the quicker we can get some of these guys killed, the better for us. Even if I'm stuck with a really tough guy at the end, if it's just one guy, we can chip away at him. So I'm going to use my once per battle ability. I have 2 weapons in my hand. I took that bow that we got. So this gives me 2 combat dice, and then I get 1 more just from the ability. So I'm going to get to use 3 combat dice with this, and we're going to do all of these together to attack that jerk. So let's do it. All right, I did roll a blank, but we have a tenacity, which I will take. And then we have 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, but he has 4 shields, so I only do 1 hit to him. Man, oh man. But I still take it because this actually counts as shields for me. So he can defend himself. These I don't even need to worry about, and then this goes back in my pool. And then I am going to take another, is it 1 light to fatigue or 2? So I can keep going, and I'm going to keep going. Because my lesson here is you got to be really aggressive on the first turn. Bear with me. I just got to find the section. For each additional engage action, gain 1 light fatigue. Yeah, so I'm just going to gain 1 more. And I'll take it. So I'm going to gain 1 more light fatigue, and I'm going into defensive mode. Going to roll this die. And 2 combat dice. Yes. So I got another tenacity. So I'm up to 3 now. And then I got this as a permanent adjacent defense token, and then I get this as another defense. All right, so now his turn is finally open, or over. I know that was a lot, but that's what I got to do. So next up is the Breton. And so he has 2 stamina, so I can move 1, 2. And then he's going to use his speech die, and we're going to get this guy to join us. I would like this one to join us. The problem is I can't engage with him if I move twice. So I'm going to use this one. And you can see I got 2 points. I only needed 1. So, but these get drained. So I'm going to drain those dice, or those, and then this guy is ours. I'm just going to put this on here to show that he's ours for this round. And not much else I can do, except I'm going to flip into defensive mode and do this and get 1 piece of defense up for him. So his turn is over. He does have 3, like he could have healed him, but he's too far away. I actually could have rolled a healing dice. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to roll this one, which heals the whole party, but it doesn't drain, I don't think. Let me make sure. This one is... Yeah, it doesn't drain. So let's try it. I get a tenacity instead. So now I'm up to 4 tenacity. And that means... But you can see it only goes up to 3, which is good. Oh, trigger Master Ritualist, the level 4 Restoring Light skill die from your active slots. Oh, I have it. Oh, that means somebody has to die. Well, I rolled all my dice for this round, so I can't do that yet. But what I could do, I could discard an item and heal 1 party member for 3. I can have somebody just heal for 3. I can just do this and heal him. The problem is he doesn't need 3. He just needs 1. And that's the issue with this is, like, I keep getting cheap. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to spend it just to heal him for 1. But then, you know, he dies because he only has 4 health, right? And he gets pounded by everybody attacking him. I'm going to let it go. We'll let it go. What I should have done is gotten that dice in, though, that can resurrect him. In fact, that's what I should have rolled. So I am going to retcon that. And so, yes, that is the die that will resurrect somebody. So I will put that in my active slot. And I am taking back the tenacity that I gave myself because I should not have rolled that other die. That other die heals the whole party. I was overkilling because my thoughts were, hey, I'm going to get it back next turn because I get to recover 3 dice every round. So, okay, and now I'm up to the summoner here. And I do get to recover 3 dice. 1, 2, and 3. And this is interesting because I got a lot of dice going on. And we do have a monster we can resurrect. I don't know if I want to get in everybody's business and attack them. I just don't know if I want to be that aggressive. The illusion thing is weird. Place this die in a hex in range. When an enemy would target you, you may... Basically, you get to transport. You get to swap. Or place this die... So basically, somebody can target this as a adventure, which will buy us rounds, right? That's the reason why I got this, is to buy us rounds. Place this die in a targetable non-quest enemy. The enemy's range stat and movement are reduced to 1. So that's good if we got a range guy, like that Argonian bandit there. But that guy is melee. So is this one. This one has a huge range, and it has maim. This one's awful. That's the one we need to kill. Murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill. I do have 5, so I can make a Feral Guardian. So why don't I do this? I'm going to move 2 to here. So I have some stuff in range. The range, by the way, for Magicka is 3, because I have 3. I'm sorry, 4. I have 4 Magicka. And I do want to spend 5 tenacity, and I'm going to get my bear out. This bear is going to kill one of these dudes. And we get 5 health with our bear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to put it right there. And then, in Magicka form, I can roll 4 dice. So I'm going to roll this die, which will boost our bear. And this is probably the most important one. I'm going to roll this die to see if I can summon someone for 2. And then I'm going to roll these 2 to see if I can do some shenanigans with my new skills. So there's my 4 dice. And we got 2 tenacity, which that's the one I really wanted. And that's unfortunate. But the 2 tenacity is nice. I need 3 tenacity for my bear to heal himself. This is new. We just took this. Or no, that's not new. It means I'm summoning the Atronach, which is 6 health. And it actually has 1 defense. All right, so then that... this is, whatchamacallit, drained. And then this is new. And that is... Place this die on a targetable non-quest enemy. That enemy's range and movement is reduced to 1. And how phenomenal is that? So we reduced that guy's range to 1, which means this is the only one that can get hurt. Which means I should have healed him. Oh, that's right. I took the resurrect thing for that reason. Okay, so can I do anything else? Yes, I can, like, take a fatigue, which I'm going to do. And then I'm going to roll some defense dice. And that gave me 3 defense right there. Am I going to go again? No, I'm going to leave it be. So we're done. If I summon another creature, it would end up behind me and pretty much out of battle. So I'm going to leave that be. And then last but not least, we have our archer. So the archer currently has a range of 4, If he had 1 tenacity, his range would be 5. But at the start of his turn, somebody within his visibility takes 2 damage. And unfortunately, everything here has 2 defense, so nobody gets hurt. Man, it's just the extra defense is killing me. So, where he's standing right now, he has 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All 3 of these guys are in his range, and this guy is in his range. I'm just trying to determine. I have no tenacity. That's the problem. I will get some. If I attack. And remember, if I attack that crab, I can only do 1 damage to it. So I don't want to like overkill the crab. You know what? I am going to move 2 spaces to here. And then I'm going to do this against the crab. And I got a tenacity. That stinks. So 1 tenacity gained. Now my range is increased by 1. And I believe I can hit everybody on the board now. Except for the crab, because I just spent all my stuff on the crab. So, for my first attack then, you know, I feel like I can take out that Argonian bandit. See, he's going to attack 2 people. He rolls 1 die. I'm not as concerned about him rolling 1 die. I feel like I absolutely need to take this guy down. So the thing is I need 1 more tenacity. And then I get to roll 2 black dice against him and it'll do true damage. And true damage ignores his 4 armor. So that's what I'm trying to gun for here. But I feel like I need to attack it anyways. And I will. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. These 4. No. Those 4. And I'm going to target him. And there's my tenacity. Now this does reduce his defense by 1, so he's down to 3. And it does 2 damage, but it doesn't hurt anything. So that's horrible rolling. All right, so but I do get 3 tenacity, and I was asking for some. So I'm going to spend 2 tenacity for lethal arrow. And I have 2 tenacity left, but just understand I can't do the same action twice. I can do different tenacity things, but I can't do the same one. So as much as I would like to do this multiple times, I can only do this once. And I am attacking that, and I'm going to roll both of these dice, and this is horrible. I only do 1 damage to the guy. Really wanted to take him out. And then I'm going to take a light fatigue, and I'm going to attack again. And I am attacking the same guy. I got to kill him. I really do. And here we go. So this is 4 damage, and I needed this to hit. If that would have hit, that would have been 3 more. That 4 damage doesn't do anything. He has 4 armor. That is horrible. I do get another tenacity, though. I never rolled such horrible tenacity or horrible rolls in a long time. Yeah, I can heal. There's not much else I can do. and I move myself into position to get attacked, which I'm not a fan of. And my turn's over. Now, I do get to move with these guys. So I don't know which one goes first. I guess I get to decide. And I got this one as well, who can move 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one 1, 2 to here. He rolls just 1 die, and I'm going to roll against him because I can only do 1 damage. And see, I do 1 damage, but he has 2 shields, so it didn't do diddly. But by moving him out there, I then now made him a target for everybody else to attack, and that's the goal because he's only going to be mine for this round. And then for the bear, I'm doing a similar thing. I'm going to move 1, 2, and I would have loved to have had the boost, but I do get to roll 3 dice against this guy, and I can maim him, which I really want to do. And here we go. This is 2, 3, that is 4 damage, which didn't do any actual damage to him, but I do believe we get to at least apply the maim. So now he's maimed. That helps. But the fact that he didn't do any damage does not help. And then this one only has 1 combat die, which is horrible. And it has divert. What does divert do again? He can't die unless he's down to his last hit point. So there's no point in attacking him. So I'm just going to go 1, 2 to here, attack the crab. And the crab's going to block anything this guy does. He's worthless. I need that skill that boosts. This is a skill I don't want. So at some point, I'm gonna. You can spend the experience points to replace this, and I want to replace this. Oh, I can't. They don't have another one. The skill that's valuable is this one right here. That's the one I want. And there's only one of them. And it makes this a very frustrating character to play. Because it's called Expert Summoner. And the Expert Summoner actually makes your people do damage. I mean, right now they're doing nothing. Okay, well, we're done. And we're going to just take a butt kicking. But I do think that I have it positioned so... I mean, the bear is going to take some butt kicking, but everybody else should be okay. So we start with the level 20s, and this one is the one I will start with. He's going to target 2 of the highest hit point people, and the good news for me is this one is the highest hit point, so that's one of them. But his range is just 1. So then what he's going to do is he's going to move 1, 2 to attack that one and the bear. So he's going to roll 4 dice. And he did 2 damage, which gets cut in half to 1. So he did just 1 damage to him. That wasn't very good, but I did maim him. And he applies a maim. To him. Which that helps. Then he's going to attack the bear. Same deal. And I'm sorry. It would have been the exact same attack, even though I rolled the same. It still would have been the same. And he does 1 damage to the bear. And I don't have living vines yet, but the bear is maimed. Okay, his turn's done. Then the next level 20 is this one. He's going to go after the most hit points. The bear has 4 and he has 4. This one's going to go up and attack the bear. Rolls 4. 1, 2, 3 hits. And the bear is going to take 1, 2, 3 damage. Because the bear has no armor. But the bear's still alive. Then this one here is going to go up and attack him with 3 dice. And he does 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3. This control's not going to be ours anymore. But that's what I wanted. So they're hitting their own guy for 3 damage, which is good. And now we go to the level 1 guys. So this one already went. This one is going to target one creature with the lowest hit points. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 6. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get to choose, and I'm going to choose him. That's awesome. So we rolled, and he does 2 damage. This guy has 0 defense. So 1, 2. This is what we want. We basically hypnotize this guy, or however you want to view it. And he's being attacked by his own team. And then this one has a range of 3, and he's going to shoot 2 people with the most hit points. And I could have had him go first, actually. But that's all right. He's going to attack these 2. Yeah, they're both with 6. So, and he's going to roll 1 die. And he misses. So, oh, that's a piece of plastic. Well, that's good that he misses. Now, the enfeeble just means that my archer gets a light fatigue. Okay, it is our turn. We survived the first round. This guy is still down 1 health. But beyond that, we're semi-okay. The guy that we're most afraid of is maimed, but he's maiming the crap out of everybody he attacks. And so we got to do something about that. I think I'm going to start with the archer first. Yes, I'm going to start with the archer first. And the archer is going to recover 4. His recovery is 4. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. And I probably should have controlled the order I put them back in. What is this one again? Okay, yeah. I'm okay with that. And then I am going to slide these down. And I meant to play a card last time and I didn't. I don't know why I didn't, but I should play that now. This is the one I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that my dice were in a different order so I get another one of these. That's the one I wanted. So I am going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then I'm going to play this card. It attacks everybody in range. All damage dealt to your target this engage is also dealt to all other targetable enemies. So I'm hitting everybody on the board. That's a decent item. So I just got to hope it works. The only thing I can't hit is the mud crab because I'm right next to the mud crab. Oh, but you know what? I can just step 1 space away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit everybody. Absolutely everybody, including the mud crab. All right, here we go. So, stupid tenacity. That does move me up to 4. This is 2 damage, and then I can roll it again. And this is 3 damage, and then -1 shield, okay? And then this is 2 damage, I get to roll it again. That's 2 more damage. Deal 2 damage to your target, then choose to either roll barrage again or exhaust it. So that's 2 more damage for 4. I can roll it again. 6 tenacity. So 6 damage to the target, 7, 8, 9 damage to everybody. Now, whoever I shot this at gets -1 shield. Everybody else, it's 9 damage against their full shields. And so I didn't choose who that would be. It definitely would not have been the crab. It would have been, I would have chosen this giant because I don't have a weapon that can shatter. So he's going to have a defense of 2. So 9 minus 2 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yes, they are all slippery. That was a massive hit. And that was just against one of them. The crab, of course, only takes 1 because he's a jerk. And then this guy takes 8. Or no, has 2 defense, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's dead. So we have another guy we could possibly summon. This guy has 4 shields. So 9 minus 4 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is dead. That is a monster one to kill. This one has 2 shields, so 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't target him. I have to be next to him. He is elusive. And this one also gets killed. Because he's an enemy again. And that's everybody. So I did wipe out 2 of them. I damaged really hard 1. This guy's going to be tough. Because I can't shoot him from far away, but I'm okay with that. I moved 1 space away, which is fine. And all of his dice are exhausted, so there's not much else I can do. I do have the 2 tenacity thing, which will do 2 true damage to somebody that is targetable. This guy is not targetable. Does Stalwart stop true damage? Let me check. Cannot lose more than 1 hit point in a single turn. Yeah, so I can't do that against him. Wow. All right, so I'm going to do venom arrows. I'm going to spend 4. Nope. Not going to do that either. I will do the lethal arrow, though. And I'm going to shoot it at Mr. Big Guy back there. And I got 3. So, true damage. 1, 2, 3. He's down some more. Okay, that's it for him. Now we have our Mr. Nord. He has 3. He can hit this guy, and we're going to do it. He gets to recover 3 dice. This is one of them. So he can attack with just 3 dice right now. These 3. That's all he has. Everything else is in the backlog queue. So we're going to go ahead and attack this guy who does have 2 defense. And I already used my big gun attack, which I'm okay with. So from here on out, I just got to chip away. Which I think this guy's chippable. It's more of a issue that, because you have to stand next to him to hit him. And so here, this, well, gosh, we got so many different symbols. Well, this one is a tenacity. So he's up to 4 now. See, he has thing. If there's only one enemy within 3 hexes of him, he can do something, but that's not the case. He has a couple enemies within 3 of him. So we got to look up what these are. This one says exhaust any number of shield discipline dice from your active slots and deal 3 damage to your target for each one exhausted this way. So we happen to have 2 of them up here. So we're going to get 6 damage from that. So I'm going to put those down, and this is just 6 damage. Then we have this one, which it looks similar, but it's not. And that is, it looks like this guy here, the shield charge. Deal 1 damage to your target for each one hand and shield skill die you have trained. So, get to count this. That's these. So 1, I have all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage. So I just did 12 damage to this guy. He has 2, so I get to take 10 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was okay. I'm cooking with Pam now. I got some good skills. It is very important to get some of these skills up to the level 4 like we did, because now you're starting to see it cook. That was really, really good. And I'm glad I didn't kill him either. Now, as far as like, I only get to heal if I can defeat an enemy, at least with him. I can always heal with the Briton, and we might do that next, because it's his turn right now, in fact. So, what am I going to do with him? He has the healer. He has a tenacity of 3. And again, he can do anything. He can heal somebody for 3, with 3. It's just that this guy's only 1 health short. That's my issue. So what I'm going to do maybe is I want to move to here, stand behind him. Let's roll some dice. And I got all these new dice now, so I don't know what the heck they do. Oh, that's right. This one lets everybody stay alive. Yeah, we're not going to roll that one yet. We're going to roll these 3. So this one's a tenacity. So now he's up to 4. This... What is that? Oh, it's level 1. Purge. At any time you may exhaust this to remove 1 status die from a party member and heal them for 1. So I will use that right now. Going to remove the maim from this and heal the bear for 1. And then this here heals each adventurer for 2. So that's a use it now. And so the unfortunate part is I don't think the bear is an adventurer. It's a party member, but it's not an adventurer. So I don't think it heals the bear. But it does heal him. Okay, I'm going to call it a day with him. The cleric is helpful. The healing is helpful. But I think if I were to do this again, I would probably not create another cleric ever again. He's not doing enough, you could argue. I mean, I guess he is. I mean, being able to heal the entire party for 2 hit points, you could say is phenomenal. I guess it's situational. And I don't know. I just feel like if somebody else was just doing damage, we'd be better off. But I could be wrong. And then, of course, I'm doing the summon thing, which also is weird. Now, he does have 4... we do have this ability that when you do damage, you get to, or when you heal, after healing an adventurer, immediately deal a targetable enemy damage equal to the hit points healed. So we just healed 1. So I am going to do that. I'm going to do, that cost me 2 tenacity. I'll spend it. So I'm now down to 2. And I'm going to hit the crab. I only healed 1, but I can only do 1 damage to the crab anyways. So let's do that. And then we're going to go to the summoner. All right, so summoner is going to, one of the dice she recovers is that. And then we got other dice here. This one, is it drained or does it go back? It just goes back. So it's still in the queue. I'm trying to decide, do I want to go next to somebody? Because if I go next to her, I could get thwarted. But she only has 5 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I get to pick. So I'll go ahead and go next to this person so I can attack it next time, but I won't roll that die yet. I'm going to roll 1, 2 other dice. 3, 4 other dice. These 4. So let's go for it. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3 tenacity. That means I can summon that bear again. Well, it's only once per battle. This here is not it's not a damaging thing. It's a that's the summon. I get to summon a level 1 or a level 5 enemy. So I can't do the level 20 guy as much as I would like. I can get the steel guy back. I can get this archer guy back, or the Bane one. I actually think the Bane one's the way to go. So I'm going to get this one for 4. And he's summoned. I mean, technically you can do something like, you know, put this on top to show that he's summoned, or we can use the white hit points to show that he's a summon, right? Let's do that. And we'll put him right here. All right, and then her turn's over. She does have 5, so her bear is going to heal now if the bear takes damage. And then the advanced species allows me to increase the combat stat by 2 for this engage. So I think I can do it, because I need to kill a level 20. So here's what I'm going to do. This guy only gets to roll 1 combat die. We're going to attack the crab. So let's go for it. And that was 2 damage. The crab has 2 defense. Actually, this guy can't hurt anything. He's just basically there to absorb hits. He sort of sucks. This one can do a Bane on someone. I don't think I can target this one until I'm next to him. But what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to Bane the crab, because Baning the crab causes the crab to take damage on its turn. And since it can only take 1 damage a round, or a turn, we need it to start taking damage however it can get. And now I can move first. So like I can move up here to make sure that this Colossus, if he's still alive, kills him. And then, like I said, I can have this guy attack the Colossus. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move up. We're going to attack this. I know I was next to him and could have attacked him, but he has Rally, and we need to kill the Colossus first. He's also got the Shatter, and then that Chilblain thing. Yeah, so my archer, because I attacked him without a weapon, my archer has to take 4 light damage because I attacked him with my archer. And then something's going to trigger here that's never triggered before. It's completely full and I need to take 1 more. So what happens is this goes away, the last one, and it gets replaced with this. This one can't go away until we do an adventurer's rest. Okay, bear is definitely attacking. I'm going to spend 4 of my tenacity, so I'm down to 1. And it gives me 2 extra strength to the bear. So I get to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. This guy has 2 shields. I need to do 4 damage. I'm not going to kill this thing. Let's try though. And I have 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. I just needed this to do a damage. So 6 minus 2 is 4, and that is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was able to do it. All right. So why am I so excited about this? Well, first of all, I killed a guy that's annoying. That's the first one. The second one is my warden gets to go to master. So that's the awesome part. And I don't know if much changes. Like, I think this changes a little bit. The Feral Guardian still costs 5. Take an immediate turn for an adjacent non-quest beast as if it's a companion controlled by you. That actually I could do for the crab. I can control the crab. This is the same. Kill a party member in sight for 3. If it's the beast, you can exceed the health stat, so we can overheal it. So I don't know what changed. I mean, I'm reading all these, and they all sound the same. I think they might have inserted one of these, but this, I think, changed, though. After a companion is defeated, I heal myself for 3 and gain a tenacity. So I'm a master there. And then also, I threw away the card, but when we went to the town, I had that card that lets me turn into a master, because we went into the delve, remember? And so there's only one character left that could have become a master, and that's the healer. So I should have done that a while ago. So with him becoming a master, at the start of your turn, you can gain 1 light fatigue to heal any party member for 2. They don't have to be next to you anymore. So that's the big change there. So it almost doesn't matter if anything else changed. So all of our guys are masters. All right, the bear's done. Everybody's done. So now it's their turn. So we got this dude, level 20, is going to attack with 4 dice against whoever has the most hit points, which we're going to choose the Nord. And it's 1, 2, 3 damage. The Nord is going to block 1 damage with this die, then blocks another one with this. So blocks 2, but does take 1 damage. So he's down 1. And then the crab rolls 1 die, and he's going to attack the lowest health, which is the bear. And the crab will move towards the bear. Attack him. Does 1 damage to the bear. And I don't have enough tenacity to keep the... I just dropped below enough tenacity there to get the master skill. It is what it is. Okay, we're back in business. I'm going to start with the Nord. We're going to refresh 3 dice. He has 2 dice to attack with. So he'll go ahead and attack this with those 2 dice. That's 1 damage. And that is the shield bash, which... Power bash. After this engage, remove all shield discipline dice from your cooldown, declare a target, and roll the shield discipline as a free engage. All right, so this is 1 damage against somebody with 1 defense, so nothing happens. But then I get to pull all the shield discipline dice, which there's only 3 of them, and then I get to engage it again. 2, 3, that's 5 damage against the 2 defense, so 1, 2, 3. I'll take it. And he has 4 tenacity. He's not the only one within 3 of his enemy, so he still can't do something about that. All right, we move on. Now we have the cleric. I have 4 dice, or I have 4 dice. I can roll 3 of them. I might as well. Why not? Let's just roll 3. That removes a... Oh, by the way, the Bane would have caused 1 damage to him. So this removes a status and heals someone. So I just put that up in the active dice slot. This, I think, heals everybody for 2. You would think I would know this by now, but the symbols mean nothing to me. It's Breath of Life. Select an adventurer, they roll that many combat dice, and then they heal for that much. I got it. So I can have somebody roll for 4, and then I gain a tenacity. So, yeah, I mean, I've already gained 1 light fatigue at the start of my turn and healed him back up, so it wouldn't have mattered. The dice aren't doing anything for me other than I'm just getting some tenacity. Like I said, I could have... So I healed somebody, and then I can spend 2 of my tenacity, which I had before I gained any this round, to hit the crab for 1. I healed somebody for 1, I hit the crab for 1. It just cost me 2 tenacity to do. It's called Snake Blood. All right, next is the Summoner. I'm going to get 3 dice back. And I'm going to replace this one with this one, and let's roll. All right, so these 2 are tenacity, which I will take. I'm up to 3. This is 1 damage to him. But I think it's true damage. Let me check. Yeah, deal X true damage to an adjacent enemy. So this one takes 1 more. And then we got the Archer. So with the Archer, I will shoot... Well, first of all, I recover 3 dice. So 1 of those goes away. These are the only 2 dice I have. And they're not going to be... This one actually could do some damage. I'm going to go ahead and attack him. And I get to hit both targets, which is fine because it just means the crab loses 1, because that's all it can lose. But this one is a damage for every one of those arrows in my queue, which all of my dice are in my queue right now. So I get to do 3 damage to this one. He has 2 defense, so that's 1 hit, and then this one's dead. And they go back in the queue. And then we have these guys. So I'll go up and surround the crab. This one attacks the crab. I can't hit it. This one it really doesn't attack the crab. It just banes him. He already has a bane. I don't think you can get 2 banes. I don't think you can apply the same status more than once. And then this one gets to roll 3 dice. It does 1, 2, 3 damage. This has 2 shields. So we do 1, and then the crab gets to go, and the Bane kills the crab. We win. We win. Little easier. We had some dice that really went our way at some points. And this Bane guy was actually a really good one to summon because of that crab situation. And then I also forgot... I get to do some stuff. So like with my archer, I should have 1, 2, 3, and then this would have been the free lockpick. Then I get to move 5, and I would have lockpicked this, and then I would have shot from there. Okay, so please forgive me. There was something I forgot to do. This is the free lockpick, which is worthless because we're going to lose this. And then this is the one we need to roll for. And so I got a 6, 5, 3. There's the 6, 5 already. There's a 3. There's a 5. I'm actually going to fail because remember my queue is completely full. So I just lose out on those. And this is going to be worthless. So I might as well just discard all these anyways. There's only 2 of them left. Okay, let's get some guys off. I'm not going to throw these out yet, but I'm pretty sure I don't need them. The reward for this was 2 experience. And then we have to, we do have to keep going to another page. So I'm going to give everybody 2 experience before I do any end of day stuff. The archer is currently sitting at 4. But just understand that that's fine until end of day. So here we go. So this is where I got the 2 experience. It's telling me to go to entry E42 on page 44. And we did complete this, so we're done. So here we go. I'll let you read the brown. Remainder of the Amber Plasma smuggling operation legally killed in battle. The organization was able to go through the fighter's personal effects. Continued investigating deceased warrior. In session 1, choose one of the following options. If you pursue rumors of buried treasure below Black Marsh, select Black Marsh Undaunted Quest for session 2. Didn't we just do Black Marsh Undaunted Quest? Hold on. Oh no, we're the Circle of Champions. So we would do the Undaunted one. I see what's going on. We would do the Undaunted one, which is the Curators of Chaos. Got it. We did Swamp Storming, which is the Circle of Champions. So, okay, I am on board. So that would at least be a different quest. If you continue with the circle in a more traditional competitive capacity, select the Morrowind Circle of Champions. So we'd be moving to Morrowind. If you've gotten a taste for tracking dangerous animals, select the Elsewhere Eyes, which is part of the Elsewhere expansion. I'm assuming I have the Elsewhere expansion. I should have everything in this game. Let me check. I have Western Skyrim, Eastern Skyrim, High Rock, in Cyrodiil, I do not have Elsewhere. How did I not get an expansion to this game? I'm at a loss. I would swear to you, I'm an all-in Kickstarter backer. Okay, well, I guess I don't have Elsewhere. So, in Session 2, you and your fellow will dig deeper. That the presence of amber plasm in the province is connected with the Black Marsh's ecology for ill purposes. Always looking to test your steel, hoping to earn a bit of glory in the process. Proceed to Black Marsh endgame quest for Session 3. So, I don't understand that, because this is not Session 3. I see. So it's possible I'm doing this quest as a part of Session 2? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I think right now all I'm doing is really deciding, do I want to do Black Marsh Undaunted, or do I want to go to the Morrowind Circle of Champions? And I'm going to choose Morrowind Circle of Champions. But you know what? I didn't see the Morrowind map either. Oh, that's because it's on the other side of Black Marsh, I bet. Yes, that is the case. So, we're going to do the Morrowind one. And I would have to go to the Circle of Champions. So I'm sticking with Circle of Champions, which I hate the guild of Circle of Champions. Like, this guild action is stupid. I'm not a fan of it, but I guess I'm sticking with it. And that's what we'll do. I guess if anything, I just wanted to do something different. But you know what? If I do Black Marsh, I have less setup to do. Let's stay with Black Marsh. We're going to do Black Marsh Undaunted for Quest 2. How about that? Sometimes I think that the Undaunted is going to be the easier path. That's my only reason why I'm wondering, like, am I taking the easy way out by doing the Undaunted? And I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Yeah, Curators of Chaos. It's just a complexity 1. This is one of the early things to do. And what's interesting is it would be... Oh, hold on. Hold on. There's a gray Curators of Chaos, which would mean that this is, I think that might be endgame. It looks like... No, it doesn't look like end. I'm at a loss. I don't understand what's happening here. Here, let me explain to you. So there's an A, B, C, D, and E. We just did A, B, and C. So if I go to Session 2, is that D? That's the part I don't understand. And then there's an endgame on page 46, which that part I understand. So let me step you through it. So we get through our towns here, right? And then we get to this. So we did Circle of Champions. So So here's the Curators of Chaos. So if we were starting the game from fresh, we would start at A21, and this would be our first quest, right? So now we did Circle of Champions, which was Swamp Storming, A39. Okay, so then if we go to B, it continues. And somewhere in here should be the Swamp Storming one that we just did right there, right? And then we go to C, and then somewhere in here should be the Swamp Storming one that we just did. Right there. That's the one we just finished. And so then it tells us to go to entry 42, which is here. Nope, hold on. Page 44. So we go to page 44. See, we're in the E section now. So we went from D and now we're in E. And there's Swamp Storming. The March Undaunted quest for session 2. It does say for session 2. But just go back to Black Marsh and do the Undaunted quest. If we want to do more traditional competitive capacity, go to Morrowind. And if you've got a rare taste for tracking dangerous animals, do the Elsewhere Eyes. In session 2, you and your fellow champions dig deeper. Always look to test your skill against tougher opponents. You set out to take them down. Proceed to the Black Marsh endgame quest for session 3. So this is endgame right here, right? Dead to Roots. That would be session 3. So yeah, I think I got to go back to the beginning. A, B, C. So A started it. Then we went to B, C, and D. And then E is how it ended. Well, here, let's look at... if we're in E and we finish the Curators of Chaos, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, because you're just repeating them. So if you're session 1, then you get these choices. But in session 2, so if we're doing this as part of session 2, then we just skip all this and we go to this. And then this is where our dialogue. And then it's telling us to proceed to the Black Marsh endgame for session 3. Okay, that makes sense. So we just have to go and we're basically rinsing and repeating. And we're not, I mean, other than the fact that we have a lot of experience points, it's the high experience points that's causing the issue. We're going to end up, what's the right word? The baddie points is going to be really high when we encounter something compared to when we're level 1. Even though we're doing the exact same quests that we were doing at level 1. Like we could have started this Undaunted thing in session 1 and still, succeeded. It's just that the baddie points would have been lower. All right, and then I forgot, we do move up 2 points because we gained 2 for beating this mission. I sure wish we would have gained more than 2. That's all we gained. E42 really doesn't do much. It just gives us a little brief blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm no longer confused. It's just, it's a weird system, but I'm impressed that it works. Okay, so we need to finish our day, and then we would start a next session after this. So, starting with the cleric, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a die. Has two experience points. Those come back. Oh, all these come down. And 2 experience points. from a cleric perspective, he has a few dice he can get. I don't know if he wants any of them, to be honest with you. We could get more speech dice. I don't know if he wants to do that either. We do have, I'm just going to save the experience points. So we're done. And then I already brought back my 1 die, and he's at full health. The next one, this is the summoner. And these dice come back, as do these. So we'll get back the 1 die. 2 experience points. I sort of like these. And then we said that the level 3 one was awesome, did we not? And that would be 2 experience points. So let's try that. The illusion level 3, it skips its engagement completely. The enemy would. Sure. So I get 1 more die. Our refresh is 3. His refresh, I think, is 3. The archer's refresh is 4. All right, so we got this. I mean, this is the one I have to get rid of, or otherwise I can't. You can see how bad his situation is. He's got 4, so he's getting 4 dice back at a pop. And he has 4 experience. This just represents 1 more experience. So he's at 4. He needs 5 to go to the next level. So at 4, he could always spend 1 experience to get a tenacity, which I think is a dumb idea. But I guess if you get high enough level. He has room for another skill, which he hasn't taken. This is completely full. So all he can do is grab a Legerdemain skill if he was going to grab something for just 1 experience point. We could get more stamina so he can roll more dice. That would cost 3 experience points. There's many ways to look at this, right? We could spend the 1 to get a Legerdemain and then save the 3, hoping that I can get 2 more so that way I can have up to 5 experience so I can now, refresh 5 of them. Or spend 3 of them and get another stamina. So now I'm at 4 stamina, which gives me a lot of movement points, a lot of range, because the stamina is my range, and I can roll more dice. I don't know if I need to do that. And the Legerdemain is not super exciting, but I could do it. The next level Legerdemain is helping me with lockpicking. So I don't have to take light fatigue when I do lockpicking. I know this one already helps, but the next one helps in a different way. You get all these, you can flip the die, you can modify any die roll by 2, gain an additional attempt, like you're getting all these different sides. And this one makes you gain a light fatigue. So you're trying to roll a die to help you, and you end up gaining a light fatigue anyways, which is a little lame. I mean, can you gain extra combat dice? I mean, it looks like you might be able to. I didn't think you could. I thought you had to stick with whatever you got from the start, but maybe you can. I mean, it is a skill, right? I mean, there's no reason to... I can gain another hit point. I gotta do something. Because taking a tenacity is probably the worst of the options. Because it's that or lose it. I can only save up to 3. I could take the legerdemain thing. It's not the most horrible option, I guess. Sure, it's called Finders Keepers. I'm just trying to... So here we go. We're going to spend 1. We'll get that. That way I'm at 3 experience points. We already did our die. He's at full health. And then last but not least, we got this dude who has 2 experience points. We'll recover 1 die. I'll recover this one. Okay, so at 2 experience points, I can get another health. This is full. This is where it might help to know if I can get another combat die. I'm thinking I'm going to get another heavy armor situation. The heavy armor hasn't been bad. It's just it hasn't been the priority either. So we got the Constitution one, which would protect us from range attack. Or we could just jump straight to level 2. And then there's an immovable one. Well, it's in your cooldown track. Deal that enemy damage equal to that number of available combat skill dice you have. After an adjacent enemy engages you, deal that enemy damage equal to the number of available combat dice you have. So as long as I didn't roll my combat dice, I can, do 3 damage to my enemy. It's okay. It's not super great. While this die is in your cooldown track, Resolve and Constitution prevent an additional damage, so they count double. I would say, if anything, I'm doing that one. So we'll go ahead and grab that one and put it here. And then at level 3, you may move 1 additional hex for each heavy armored skill die in your cooldown track. See, the extra movement is stupid. I guess, if you don't want to spend money on stamina. Juggernaut. Well, this die is in your cooldown track. You may gain 1 light fatigue to gain 2 tenacity every time you change battle. See, I don't even like these 2. They're not even that good. So fine. I will do this, and I can even, get another thing because this will double all of them. So it's not that great. Not that great. So you have it. That's a whole session. There's 2 more to go. It looks like session 2 is just as long as this one. I mean, you saw it. I mean, it would be another quest in the same exact book. And then session 3 looks like it's a very special encounter. And that would at least be very, very different from session 1 and 2. What's my review of the game? I like it. I can't help but compare it to Too Many Bones. I think in a lot of ways I like Too Many Bones more. Maybe it's because it's my first one. I don't know. There's some things I don't like about this. I feel like if I'm picking a healer class, I guess even in Too Many Bones, the healer class guy didn't always do that much damage. But there was a healer class that could make poison. And so I could still damage enemies through poison with that. And in fact, the poison was more effective than regular damage sometimes, depending on which kind of enemy you were up against. I'm not feeling those synergies here. I'm not feeling like I can create poison and do some cool things to do damage, even though I'm a healer. Don't feel that at all. I think the intention is that, okay, if you're a healer, you could also grab the Staff of Destruction, and so you can have damage spells as well as healing spells, right? And so that could be my fault, because I didn't diversify my skills. But that character is doing nothing most of the game. I mean, when he's needed, he's a rock star, but the summoning is extremely weak. I mean, we had that one Astronac that couldn't damage anything, and I can't, like, there's one die I have that can improve him. I can, for one turn, spend 4 tenacity to give him like 2 extra strength, 2 extra dice to his attack. But it's just one time, and then he goes back to weak mode after that. And that Astronac is horrible. Horrible. He rolls 1 die. I just I don't know what they were thinking with these the summons. Now, the fact that I could summon an enemy, and there's things that did help me. And the summoner is not like 0 good. It's just, I compare it to these other ones, and I'm not seeing the balance. I'm actually feeling pretty negative about this game. Now, is it on my sale block? No. I actually wish my friends would play this with me. That's another thing too. I think this would be fun with other people. Let them worry about their character and let me worry about mine. And, I would be very pleased with that. The rules are shaping out to be okay. Like, I think at first I was at 94 pages. It's a lot of reading. And those 94 pages are packed. But, now that I've done a delve, we haven't done a dungeon, by the way. There's a dungeon. We did a delve. We did a clash. Those are the 2 primary things. And the delve was pretty neat. I think most of the items are dumb. But then again, there's a lot of mechanics in this game where you got to discard an item to do something. So the items should be dumb, because then you don't feel this emotional connection with getting rid of them. I think this is a great game, but it could be better. And maybe that's my issue. Like, it's a great game. I told you I was thinking about it all day at work, and I really wanted to come, and I just jammed out, I think, 3 videos at 2 hours each. I just played for 6 hours tonight, and it's a work night. I'm almost at 2 a.m. on my time, and I got to go to work tomorrow. So I don't want you to think that I'm not having fun. I'm having fun because, I really wanted to play this game, and I did not want to go to sleep without doing that final session battle, which I did, and we won. Like, we found a way to win, and our dice worked for us. It's just that I feel like I have 2 characters doing all the damage, and I have 2 characters that I should re-roll and never play again. And again, if I pick a Magicka character, which I want to have a Magicka character, I just feel like they all stink. Like, this is the only one, the Destruction Staff, that I should even remotely consider. And, this one flat out defeats an enemy without even, it's just click, defeat an enemy. We got this Elemental Rage. Choose a cache in range. Deal total X damage distributed as you choose among units within 2 hexes of that cache. Then discard the cache from play. So I destroy one of our treasures to do 5 to 7 damage to 2 enemies in that range. That's dumb. Absolutely dumb. And then we got Elemental Drain. When the enemy in this die is defeated, apply this die to an enemy adjacent to it, then deal that new enemy 2 true damage. If there's no adjacent enemies, then recover this die. So you put a die on the target. It does nothing to that target. But if that target ever dies, it does 2 damage to someone next to it. Did you see, like, we had over 13 to 20 health on every guy. 2 damage is nothing. It's true damage, which does cut through the armor, but it's nothing. And that's a level 3 die. Deal 2 true damage to your target and add 1 true damage to each adjacent. Okay, that's decent. Deal 2 true damage to your target. Apply a blind. Blind is... considers all units to be opposing units. So they would be able to attack. That's actually not bad. That would make them attack their ally, potentially, if that's who's closest. So then, okay, fine. You get this level 3. I would grab the Pulsar die, because I like that way more than these other two. Then I get the level 4, and this is a drain. So it's a 1 time per battle. For each of your available Magicka type skill dice, deal your target damage 1 damage and heal for 1. That's horrible. That's 6 damage, max. I guess if I take another Magicka skill, like light armor, and it could be more than 6, potentially. That's not even true damage, though. That's just 6 regular blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, granted, I wish my healer could do 6 damage somewhere. And, I guess the Destructive Touch, that's not a drain. There's even 2 of them. You can have 2 of these. So you can just keep clearing out the level 1s. I mean, maybe that's my mistake. I should have taken Destructive Staff. And the summoning, though, it's just not right. There's something wrong with the summoning. The speech was okay. I don't think it was that great. The one-handed, I actually appreciated. I wish it was a little more fun. The two-handed, maybe. We haven't tried that. The shadow looks interesting. I actually was very tempted to do a shadow, and I made the cleric instead. So what I should do is a shadow character. We could make a shadow rogue or even a shadow archer. There's a lot of shadow mechanics in the game. The acrobatics, I have to look at again. And now we're back to repeats. The light armor, like I said, we could use that with the Destructive Staff. And that's it. That's all the skills in the Legerdemain, like I said. So I guess, yeah, if you're going to do Magicka, you got to do Destructive Staff. There's no other option, really. Although I am having fun with this illusion thing. I don't know if it could be a main skill, though. It looks more like a skill that you would supplement your Destructive Staff with. The healer could have had Destructive Staff and healing, right? And I think that was just my mistake. So anyways, I'm complaining, but I also realizing that I may have just chosen poorly the skill sets. And then I do want to look into this Isoweir thing because I thought I had all the expansions, and I'm a little disappointed that I don't. So anyways, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.